$100 now. It's all going to 0 because they got banned from the format.
That's fucking tragic.
It's hilarious. Everything these are essentially just worthless pieces. Like these are coasters now. These are something you put underneath your drink.
That's so wild. How long have
Let's
they
see
been
another.
out?
A long time. That card in particular has been out for fucking like 2 decades. And now it's going to 0. Look at this one. Boom. This is typically a minimum $100 card, $42.
Holy fuck.
And then let's look at Dockside Extortionist. Yeah, Dockside Extortionist. $26, normally $100 card. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Oh my god. Look at that. $23 bill now. That's crazy. That's
That's
absolutely
so
crazy.
rough, dude. I'd be pissed.
There's people that had the $800 version of Mana Crypt. So people essentially now just have like worthless pieces of paper. It is really funny.
It's tragic.
So everyone essentially was in the Discord freaking out because they lost hundreds of dollars.
I mean, what can they do?
Yeah, and essentially like the rules committee was essentially just like money deleter go burr. just just like we're banning these cards now. You can no longer play them in this format. Everyone was just like, "What the fuck? I spent $400."
That
It is
sucks.
it is it is golden. I didn't spend any money on these cards, so I don't lose anything.
Has it happened to you?
No, no, nothing bad happened to me. It's actually funny because I ordered one of them, but it never arrived, so I just got a refund today.
Mm.
Talk about lucky.
I watched a guy make like $150,000 in 1 hour through Bitcoin. That shit was crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
Did
he
he
made
do the usual Bitcoin scam?
he made his own coin, called it Trump.
Yeah.
Everyone put a bunch of money into it, and then he rug pulled it.
Yep, sounds about right. Well, fun and games though until the SEC and the IRS find you.
Why? It wasn't traded on like an actual thing. It was, the
It
classic.
doesn't matter. The government has a really tight hold on uh, the average American making money.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay taxes on it until you change it to an actual, you know, like U.S. currency. The tax is crazy. It's like fifty
What
percent.
did you convert it to Ethereum or did you convert it to Bitcoin?
It was Solana. It was an altcoin.
Solana. Altcoin. So he converted it back to Solana. So if he
Is my
sells as a
guess.
Solana, then he pays taxes.
Yeah, you only pay taxes once you change it to USD. The second you change it to
Okay.
USD, you have to pay 50%, which I think is crazy. 50% is wild, but
Yeah.
whatever, I
Why don't
guess.
we do that though?
I am doing that. Uh,
Is that how you
I
make your
just
money?
started. I mean I just started learning. It's a very interesting process. It feels a lot like uh, it's weird. I've always heard it described as a video game. Um, and it, something I hear a lot is like, oh, a lot of the best people are, like, ex pro league players, people that were in the amateur scene, and so on and so forth. But yeah, the only way I can actually describe the process is a lot like a video game. You're just your money is your fucking LP. So
Yeah.
I've been kind of toying with it. I'm like I'm you know I'm just kind of understanding the basics right now. That was my first rug pull or experiencing a rug pull, and I didn't put that much in, and I was making money. I had like made 3 times what I put in. I was like, this is awesome, and then I was like peaking in my brain. You know what I mean? I was like, this is so great. And I went to put my legs up. And I had like something on the second monitor, and
Yeah.
I like blinked for it was late at night. I blinked for a little too long. I turned over, and the fucking graph went from like this to just like straight down, like
Yeah.
straight down,
Yeah.
lower than where it started. And I was like, and I thought it was a bug at first. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Um, so then there's like a little mechanism where you can kind of see how much money the person made, and he made over $100,000 in 1 hour. I was like,
Nice.
God damn, bro, what the fuck? I mean,
Why
it was
aren't like why aren't we scamming people?
yeah. I mean, you gotta obviously unless you have a lot of money to start with. Um,
How much
you're,
does it cost to mint altcoin in Solana?
I have no fucking idea, bro. I
Probably
don't.
like less than 200.
Yeah, there's also a new one. I think it's called like Moon Coin or some shit, where it's supposed
Oh
to be like
God.
the really cheap alternative to making a coin. I think I'm just throwing some shit out there. I don't know if it's true or not. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like to make $100,000 an hour. I think that'd be great. but
Yeah.
yeah, I've talked
Yeah.
to a couple. I've got this dude I randomly ran into. He's super big into Bitcoin. He pretty much lives off of it. So he sent me a bunch of shit, and I've just been today. I just fucking sat down and was like, I if I can make money doing it, then fuck yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why
Doug,
not? Wouldn't
if we ever made that kind of money, we have to go to the fucking clubs in Orlando. That's what we have to do. We have to have a day where you just go fucking bougie and just like spend a shit ton of money for no fucking reason and just start fucking throwing money at people's faces.
I don't know
That's all
why,
we should
but
do.
like $100,000 doesn't sound like that much money to me.
Well, yeah, it's 2024.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, I don't think I'd go clubbing with it. I've got student debt to pay off. I've got fucking bills to pay. You know, like I feel like I'd have burned through it really fucking quick. But yeah, either way, I've seen a lot of people
Just
make
don't
a
pay your debt.
true. Just don't pay the debt.
You don't
I've
need a credit score, Doug. You don't need a credit score. You already have a home.
I don't own this home. I think you know what I
No.
mean. Like
But
at
yeah,
some point in my
you're not wrong.
lifetime, I'd like to eventually own one. But you know, I don't know. It was inspiring. It was both
I own a
inspiring.
home.
Congratulations. It was very inspiring and you know, crushing all at the same time. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, that's what we should do. We should make a scam coin.
I don't have enough money to make a scam coin, so
It's not that expensive, Doug.
could.
It's really not.
As far as I know, you kind of need somewhat of a social media following to get that shit going, which is like the late game Bitcoin bro
No,
style.
you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to do that. What you do the Mina scam. And the Mina was this coin where it was like, "Oh, it's such a great coin, guys, because it's such a low file size and it takes up less data than all the other coins." And people actually bought into that shit and they never did any like advertising or anything. They just listed it on the coin market cap and people just were like, "Dude, look at this. This is a gem. This is a hidden diamond, dude. Listen, we got to invest right now." Well, it's like a hundredth of a cent, man. Come on, let's get in. And those people eventually made money, sure. But once Mina let it reach like 8 cents or something, they were like, "All
Rip.
right, time to dump."
Yeah.
Boop, shoo. They didn't even have to do any advertising at all.
I think it obviously it can be done, and maybe we could.
You
I
just
don't
need to
know.
have you just need to be good at HTML and just make a good website.
Yeah, well, AI can do HTML like very easily. I had it
Exactly.
write up a fucking Jeopardy game for me one time, and then the
Like we could probably make an altcoin in like less than a week. Literally less than a week.
could.
And scam the fuck out of people. Let these idiots pay us.
We'll call it the Pixels to Politics coin.
No, don't connect that scam thing to
That's true.
our
That's true.
holy podcast.
Our
Are
holy
we
podcast.
podcasting right now?
We are podcasting right now.
Have we started yet?
I thought we would, I thought we would do the usual, but I think we're enough episodes in at this point that we can kind of do the whole, Joe Rogan just start talking type thing.
Now we can just like not say the intro. Now is totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think we have the same amount of viewers as Joe Rogan.
What? Okay,
I
that's
know
probably
it's
true. I would love to see his demographics and how many, like, in terms of international viewership. I still think it's crazy we have viewers in the Netherlands, and the UK. Like, there's no reason for us to have viewers there, and yet for some reason we have a growing following in the Netherlands. What?
Wait, what? How many people from the like, what
Nah, it's not
percentage
that
of
many
our
people,
audience
but it went 3% of our audience
what
is the
percentage?
Netherlands. 3%.
Wait, 3%? That's it, Doug? What are you talking about?
It started out at 1%, so you know, going from one
I
to three
mean,
percent is growing.
1% of 1 person is still 1.
Okay, dude. You think it's one guy traveling in all the countries? He's just super into our shit. He just goes to he's here in the
Maybe.
like we've captured like 11 states, so he just jumps around 11 states in the US. Then he goes to Canada, three different provinces, and then he goes to EU, visits the UK, and then goes to the Netherlands. That's our one viewer. Hey,
Okay, listen.
respect to that
I'm
guy.
I'm just saying, stuff has been said on this podcast that would make the blue hair people faint and go into a coma. That's all I'm saying, Doug.
I
Listen, if
agree with
these
you.
people yeah, like, okay, listen. What do they speak in do you speak Dutch? Is that what they
In the
speak?
Netherlands,
You speak
yes, they probably speak
I don't know,
English.
Doug. I don't
How else are they listening to our shit? We have so
Oh, this is how you say hello, Dutch audience. Hallo, Netherlands publiek.
we have we have 6 plays in North Holland
Yeah.
and 4 plays in Gelderland.
What?
Dude, I fucking love this. I love this so much. Shout out to you or however many people are listening to us in the Netherlands. That's fucking awesome. I love
Well,
that.
Doug, I don't know if we want those viewers.
What do you mean? Oh, of course we want these viewers.
I don't what if like, are they Muslim? They should
What
we
does it
want
matter?
Muslim
Who
viewers, Doug.
cares?
I
It,
think if they're Dutch, they're probably Muslim, right?
we still have an 80% female fucking viewership. So we must be saying something
I
right.
Doug, I don't think we're saying anything right at this point. I
I
think these
guess.
women actually don't like us.
Maybe
I
they're
think that's why
fucking
they
mauling
watch.
at us. I don't know. But hey, I love our viewers. Either way, we have 10 views in England. Or
Okay,
listens, 10
listen.
views.
England, we don't care about you.
We
We
care
don't
about
care
you.
about England.
I care about you,
No,
England.
I've
He might
literally
not.
joked about the Muslims killing your people on a daily basis. We we don't
I
we
care
do
about
not
you.
like, if you're we want Muslim viewers, that's what we want. We want people that are followers of Allah on this stream. Yes, sir.
We also, well, I'll tell you what, they really aren't going to like one of the topics we talk about tonight. But
Oh,
we also
no.
have we have 72 listens in Florida for obvious reasons. Then we have
Who
19
cares?
in Michigan. Um,
Fuck Michigan.
or sorry, is it seven? Maybe it's 72%, and then 19%. 3% from Iowa, 2% from California. I don't know why anyone from California will listen to us. 1% from
Are
North
they Muslim?
Carolina. I don't know. It doesn't say their. Let me see what it says.
Ethnicity?
Yeah, it doesn't
Or
say their ethnicity
religion? I'm sorry.
or religion. Yeah, we
I
don't
guess
get
Muslim
those.
is more of a religion than it is an ethnicity, right?
Yeah, Arab would be. I mean, obviously,
Arabian.
Arabian, sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we need more Muslims in America.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 states, and a lot of them are some liberal ass states. We got New York. Where in New York? Where in New York? Buffalo. Oh, I know who that is. But yeah, yeah, and then United Kingdom. Got England. So
Yeah. Woohoo. Thanks, you guys. What happened to Monty Python? That's like the only thing I think England's ever been good for is Monty Python. Like, can we just have like a stream where we just roast the fuck out of England, please?
dude, why? We're just fucking killing a dead horse. Alright, we're beating it with a stick.
They're not dead yet. The Muslims are killing them, but they still got some fight left. I
Yeah, I
think we're
will
gonna
say
enjoy seeing the
a lot of EU is swapping to the deportation mechanic, which is smart on their part.
I think it's a little bit too I think, their only way out at this point is, skull mask death squads at this point. That is your only option. I think it has gone too far. You've let it, get to the point where, Death squads are all that's left for you. That is your only available option. But the English are too much of wussies typically. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They will die with a phone in their hand, uh, inside of their own home, more than
I
likely.
believe in you, English. I think you can do it.
I don't.
I
We
think
beat
you.
you guys pretty easily, and you guys had, like, literally full control of America, and then you literally just lost. You literally sent people over here, those people said, "We don't wanna deal with you anymore," and you just lost. Like, you literally had the biggest army, and you lost.
They were spread very thin.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a strategy issue. Maybe you should ask Napoleon. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wait. He got exiled by the French, and now look where they are. Seems like you're following in some pretty grand footsteps there, Britain. The Queen doesn't care about you guys at all. It's so funny how they worship her, and she just doesn't care about them.
I don't think they do worship her. There's like there are some who kind of live, some like the older generation that are very, but respect and love for the monarchy is has like died. It dies more and more exponentially every year or with every,
I think it's pretty.
generation.
I think that's like so funny though. How she just literally just has like a foothold in the country and just like controls so much shit politically,
Your
lobbyist
mic
wars.
is going fucking robo mode. No. Nope.
Testing. How
Oh,
about
there
now?
you go. You're back to normal.
Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, no, I like people just like let it happen too.
What?
It's the weirdest thing. Well, they just let the monarchy control everything.
Okay, well, we let the deep state control our shit, so
Well, to be fair, Doug, we still have our guns.
that's true. We do still have our guns. However, Kamala keeps fucking
We,
threatening the shit out of our guns, dude. Oh my god.
yeah, I think we need to stop saying Kamala and start saying the government because that's
Yeah.
what she is. She's a puppet for the government.
Dude, okay, so where are we at? I can't even remember where we stopped the last time. I think did we talked about the debate, I remember. Um
How about we talk about the second assassination attempt and the fucking pagers exploding
yeah, well
and
I
blowing
sort of
people's dicks off?
yeah, I mean that's on the list for sure. But I think there's just been so many conspiracy theories popping up between Kamala and Trump recently. It's gotten fucking psychotic. So there's like a new recent theory that I saw that Trump is actually throwing the election on purpose. Um, there was also like a third attempt, the last the last assassination attempt, the last perp. He um
Yeah,
he apparently fuck he had like 10 phones or
he
something. There was also a like hit. There's currently a hit out on Trump. There's also like 5 assassination teams. I don't know. This is a fucking dude. The list of crazy going on is wild. But to be honest, I can't be fucking bothered to talk about that shit anymore. Let's talk about Diddy first, because I figured that's one you'd be
oh,
very
Doug,
familiar with.
you're like, oh, the president, the former president getting assassinated. That's old news. Let's talk about Diddy.
It
Let's
is
talk about
old
some freak
news.
offs. Ooh,
Oh God, I
oh
feel
my
like
god,
this is your area.
dude,
Conspiracy area is all
I bet
you.
the dude. What do you mean that? Listen, Ryan Ruth is part of BlackRock. He's part of the FBI. He's part of the
Yes,
government.
we know. Our
The government sent Ryan
yes,
there to kill Trump. The government wants Trump dead. Blah 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 blah. You already know this. Everyone already knows
yes.
this.
Everyone
He has a
knows
hundred fifty
this.
thousand dollar bounty out on Trump's head.
There it is, 150,000. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. We all know the current government's trying to kill Trump. Scumbags. We know.
and it's awesome because this happened in Florida. In
Yes,
Florida, you're not gonna get your fucking guy. You're not gonna kill him in prison. It ain't gonna happen. We got him. He's, he's fucking ours now.
yeah. DeSantis
We're
has
gonna
already
fucking
come
freak
out.
off with him.
He's already come out and said that the FBI is trying really hard to not let um, Florida representatives and enforcement anywhere near this guy or do any investigating. So that's kind of the last thing I heard on that topic. I don't know, but
Are they gonna? He's in our custody still, as far as
uh,
I'm aware.
I don't know. Is he? Well, so the way what DeSantis was saying is that they literally would not even let um his law enforcers onto the property to investigate what happened.
Yeah.
This,
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
so I don't know. Ryan
Mm.
Ruth
Let me see U.S. custody.
custody.
It's a week
Denied
ago.
bail. Okay, that's good.
Uh, U.S. Justice Department plans to charge the man accused of hiding a gun
Who's
with attempting to assassinate a major political candidate carrying a life sentence if convicted.
who's charging him?
Ordered by U.S. Magistrate Judge Ryan McCabe.
I assume it's the federal
Uh,
court.
yeah, I think so. Without bond, pending trial. Prosecutors to stalk Trump during a roughly month-long period in South Florida. I don't think he stalked him. It was a last-minute decision to go to the golf course.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of fucking crazy stuff.
Justice Department likes a grand jury who was handcuffed and he wrote a letter putting out a $150,000 bounty. Uh, sniper's nest, easy shot. Representative successfully sought his release. Wait, lawyers representing him tried to release him for $250,000 bond. That's crazy.
It's kind of
They
stupid.
actually tried to do that.
It's normal for
That's pretty
lawyers to try
insane.
to get you out on bond. There's no like loss in
Uh,
trying.
yeah. Test revealed that another letter had been found. Did not re-
Oh yeah, this guy wrote a letter
See,
talking about how much he wanted to kill Trump. Blah 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 blah.
yeah.
This guy had no
As
money,
far
yet
as been
somehow
charged,
travels throughout fucking from he goes to Ukraine, comes back, he like travels to three other
yeah.
countries. Like, this guy just has some amazing amount of connections going on. There's like it almost feels stupid to say it at this point just because it's so obvious that him and the other guy, the kid who tried to kill Trump the first time, obviously had help. I like it's not. I don't. There's like no question here.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
So
Yeah, and yeah, FBI, you failed once again. So this is FBI 0, Trump 2.
yeah, there's also some rumors that like the FBI is trying really hard to kill him, and the Secret Service, or at least a faction within the Secret Service, is actually trying to keep the man alive. Um, the whole thing is a mess. They say there's five
Yeah.
different squads. Like three of them are from the government, two of them are from private entities, or maybe swap those numbers around. Like the fucking the information about this stuff is so exhausting. No, yeah. But
I'm
in
gonna
other
I'll let
I love how when that happens, it immediately the quality of your fucking camera just degrades to like 1080 or 1080p to like 180, 280. What's the numbers?
144,
144. Yeah.
144. Then I think it's like, is it one? Yeah, why is 144p and I think it's 360 after that. Then after that,
720.
720.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. You think it'd be 180p, but it's 144. I don't know. But Doug, when the election comes around, everything's gonna be insane. I'm staying at home. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. There's still a
I ain't
lot
but
left on the board.
I'm not voting unless it's in the inner city where all the Mexicans are.
I already got the fucking mail-in ballot coming, dude.
Oh no, Doug, you're dead. You're a dead man voting.
All they do is confirm that you're actually alive, which, so far here I am. Who the fuck knows by the time we get there?
Doug, listen, if you send a mail-in ballot, they will just rip up your ballot and pretend like it doesn't exist if you vote for Trump.
I thought you said our state is
I'm
a
telling
Trump loving state.
it is, but there are still people that are insane, Doug. They're mentally fucking ill and they're biased. They're biased, mentally ill, and they're deranged.
I don't
And if
care.
they see that your mail-in ballot has the Trump thing on it, they're just gonna rip it up and throw it in the trash.
I don't care.
You know who does care?
Who?
No one, apparently, because that's what happened in the Biden election.
Oh man. Oh, dude, I gotta show you something actually. So I was watching
Okay,
a Joe
Jamie,
Rogan
pull it up.
episode. Huh?
Can you pull
Uh,
up Jamie here?
you know, I'm gonna send you the link.
Oh, okay. So you want me to pull the Jamie for you?
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Oh, I
So I
better.
was watching a Joe Rogan episode, and he
Yeah.
invited the guy on who had discovered that social media companies were interfering in elections, specifically Google. Um, and some laws were passed to circumvent this. I said fucking the magic word, so my phone is lighting up. But this episode was absolutely crazy, by the way. Absolutely fucking crazy. So this is the website, if you want to just pull it up real quick. And
What the fuck
basically,
am I looking at, Doug?
this is his website. It's a website that monitors what is called ephemeral content to people in the U.S. Well, across the globe. And basically, ephemeral content are these personalized kind of one-shot, either pictures or words that or influences that pop up um, usually through the Google search engine, but it can also be through YouTube, um, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anything that's involving Google and Microsoft, they do these like personalized ad things, which people just think, oh, when you say I need fucking foot cream, it starts trying to sell you foot cream. It does way more than that. So click the X and then go to just scroll down. I think it has its keep going down,
Doug, what
going
is
down.
this?
So this
What
is
is
actually
this?
content that's shown to kids too. There's another thing that they're trying to show is that like the shit that YouTube recommends to kids is crazy. And this is so
Doug,
they sell
this is
software.
tame. This is tame, Doug.
I think some
You know what I saw when
parents
I
would
was
disagree.
11?
Wait, okay, times have changed a little bit, buddy.
Doug, what do you mean? What do you mean? Listen, Doug, I when I was 11, I saw every single cartel video that existed. I this
Yes,
what is this? This
I don't know. Like I was thinking about this myself when I was watching it. It was like I kind of you obviously were a lot more of an internet child, I'd say, than I was. But even I like
yeah,
kind of saw some shit I probably should have. And I was sitting here and I was looking at this, and I'm obviously much older now. And like looking back,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, imagine you had like a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old, and obviously that's like kind of the average age or 8-year-olds are like the average age in which they get iPads, or tablets. Um, and so what are they going to be doing? They're going to be watching YouTube. Can you imagine letting your own like 8-year-old like I don't know peruse this content? I don't know if I could. I don't
Yes.
think I'd fuck with it.
Yes,
Okay.
I would show my 8-year-old what happens to people when a guillotine slices off their fucking
So
throat.
again, I think you're in the minority, but I mean this
Listen,
is what they show
I
kids.
need to eat listen, your kid needs to know, your child needs to know that they are a flesh bag. They can be
Okay.
slaughtered and mutilated, and just like everyone else can.
Would you consider
Everyone's
yourself
on the
a
same
well-adjusted human?
no, but
Okay.
I would consider myself realistic.
Fair enough. But I mean, this is like actual stuff. So this guy, his name is something Epstein, by the way. No
Yeah.
relation. But he
Oh, yeah, of course, no relation, he just has the same last name, Doug.
he
Shut the fuck
he
up.
he helped found software that helps monitors this content, this ephemeral content that's shown on individual machines, and it's the only way that you can see the content because it's very personal. What each of us sees is very different. So keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down. I just want to get to the graphs that shows like
Yeah, what are
electoral.
all these graphs? Like, what is
So
this?
this is like the bias of content um, from each of the different tech companies. So you can see it's almost always liberal. Yeah, except on
Oh,
X.
Twitter.
Yeah, on X, it's actually more conservative with there's actually that dip there. The fact that it even varies the way it does on X, I think is crazy. Um, but yeah, so if you look at these graphs, they basically tell you, the bias of the ephemeral content. So things uh, like when you should go vote, who you should vote for. when you look up Trump or Kamala, like what if it's going to be negative or positive. And I mean, you can clearly see it'll never go into conservative ever. It is almost always liberal bias. It actually goes even it gets even crazier than this. So
Yeah.
the guy in the show was talking about um, how it's obviously manipulated by AI, and basically where you have two lists. You have a white list and you have a black list, and there's like a switch that tells you which way it'll go. So for me, who obviously I talk about Trump a lot, it's not going to blacklist Trump. However, for for people who don't care, for independent voters, for non-party affiliated voters, this stuff is almost always skewed in a very manipulated way. So almost all of the content is liberal, right? And even when it's shown to a conservative, where you would think it's personalized, so therefore it should show conservative content, it does not. This you're not going to find that graph on here, unfortunately. He was exposing it on the episode, and if you want to go watch the episode, I think it's fucking crazy. The first like hour and a half is nuts, and then he kind of starts rambling. But basically, there is high manipulation going on, and it gets even crazier than just liberal versus right. So even if you are someone who's right wing, you will still get a crazy amount of liberal content, obviously in an attempt to sway you. And if you're liberal, you're not going to get any conservative content because hey, it's personalized. However, the crazier thing is this: Elizabeth Warren, who is obviously she's a Democrat. For those who don't know, people who looked her up and the content surrounding her would actually from Google would actually be conservative. And the reason for that is she mentioned about breaking up Google because they have a hold on the market. So she threatened Google. So in Google's response to
Oh,
that,
no.
yeah, so
What a stupid Native American.
Google's response to that was to then push information that would get her out of office and put in somebody else.
Well,
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I'm telling you, the first like 45 minutes of the episode is fucking wild,
alright.
bro.
Let's try the new search engine that just came out, made by the people at Brave, called Brave Search.
That was actually something that Joe Rogan brought up was Brave.
Yeah, Brave is the best browser.
Yeah, he was saying he was scared about bringing it up because he had brought up DuckDuckGo, and after he
Yeah.
had brought it up, apparently DuckDuckGo had some like controversies. Maybe they were paid behind the scenes,
Oh, no,
blah
they're
blah
bought
blah.
out.
Yeah,
They pay their IPs are leaked 100%. But Brave Search, I would say probably not. It's made by furries, that's how you know it's legit,
that's what Joe Rogan said.
and they're
I
gay
trust Joe.
furries.
But yeah, so
No, DuckDuckGo is not made by furries, they're
I
just
didn't
gay.
say
This is made by gay
I
furries.
didn't say it was made by furries.
Oh, sorry, Doug. I thought you were claiming it was made by furries. I just wanted to
No,
make sure that you knew that it wasn't.
I
Okay,
didn't
well,
say that.
Brave browser is made by gay furries, so that's how you know you can trust it. Because all they care about is yiffing.
Yeah, so maybe we should compare here. So we have in the news
Yeah.
U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, who's a right wing politician. Elizabeth Warren introduces regional
Oh,
impact.
you can customize.
Oh, you can. Huh. Goggles.
Discover
Search without
goggles.
limits.
Customize your apply goggle to tailor search results to your preference. News from the right or news from the left.
That's crazy. I like that.
Which one? Let's click. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Sure,
I
yeah.
don't. First of all, I wouldn't do this normally. I don't really care about either of these two things. I'm not a bipartisan individual, but I will click on it anyway, for the sake of science.
For the sake of
Let's click on
science,
news
we'll,
from the right.
we'll compare a Google search versus a Brave search. So we have
Okay. Okay.
Republican
It
Marine.
shows Fox News,
Well, I mean,
Blaze
that's right
Media,
wing.
Washington Examiner. For a Truth and Healing Commission.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see news from the left.
Cuts off.
Cuts off CNBC's patronizing economics lecture.
Interesting. Throw
Warren throw
down
down on
on
price
price
gouging.
gouging.
Says Harris will protect Americans at DNC speech. Burns, JD Vance with wild couch joke as DNC erupts. So, yeah, this is a far right conspiracy theorist tried to smear Elizabeth Warren. Hasn't every conspiracy theory been proven true at this point? Like, what conspiracy theory there was a conspiracy theory that the Twin Towers was an inside job, and that was confirmed to be true. Like, at that point, what else can't be true? You're able to lie to all the Americans.
Well, do a
By
Google
the way,
search.
Americans are stupid. If
Do a
you're
Google
American,
search
you're stupid, more
because
than
I
likely.
want to see.
You're an
I
idiot.
want to see what pops up. Do a Google search of her name.
I'm just kidding, I love America. I
I
love
do.
America.
I do think
Google
for us.
search.
So part of what he was talking about though was that like this is really for people who um not people like us who are going to spend a lot of time fucking looking at this nonsense. It's going to be for people who can be influenced because they either aren't paying attention. Oh, your
Alright.
stream just closed.
Yeah, 1 second, Doug, let me sign out of my account.
Um, but
Gotta be a
yeah,
little bit careful there.
I highly recommend the episode. It was crazy. He was also talking about so this guy actually testified in front of Congress about the influence, and Congress was so crazy. There was bipartisan laws that were introduced to actually stop the election interference going on. But he brought up the stat that if so in a normal 50-50 environment, someone who could go to either side, Google itself through these ephemeral uh, content could actually swap it to 90-10 in any direction they wanted people to go in.
This looks pretty positive for Warren here in the news section. Go to images.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
All right,
Let's
go
go
back.
to, let's type in Trump. Type in Trump. Seeks to
Trump.
derail court filing an election interference case. Trump reveals which U.S. rival will be his first phone call. He wouldn't run for president again in 2028 if he loses this time.
Yeah, I saw
Promises immigrants he wants to deport will get serial numbers.
that.
Trump admits he could lose 2024 election. Trump shows signs of strength.
These are still somewhat
Donald Trump
negative.
might have to. This is so stupid. Donald Trump
Taylor
might have Taylor
Swift
Swift take his
kickback,
chance to win Arizona.
many lucky
All
breaks. These
negative,
are
pretty
all really
much.
negative, yeah. And that's like coming
They
from
just,
you.
yeah,
So, anyways,
and
go
it's
back.
like if you look at the images,
It's true. I've never actually compared the
images,
images. These seem okay though.
yeah,
I guess
images
the
seem pretty
second row
normal for the
is
most part.
yeah. So go back to the America's Digital
Yeah,
Shield and scroll down a little more. Scroll down, scroll down. Boom.
what is that?
So here we have the election kind of influence. What we'll call it influence. That way it doesn't sound as bad. So it
Yeah.
calculated just based on how many people it was monitoring. It took the the influence and calculated how many points you know, it could take from one side or the other. And this is kind of the results. So without Google's interference, it actually says Trump would have won. You know. If you know, you know more. But
Well, Doug.
yeah.
Okay, and here's a little known secret, and I'll see if it still works. But Google is a double-edged sword for these people. So
Well, I mean, this is true
let me
because we also just talked about them trying to get rid of Elizabeth Warren, which only shows that Google doesn't actually give a fuck if it's blue or red. They only care about the people who they want to put in office. They just currently want to put in blue. Well, in
exactly
terms of presidential seat,
now.
which for some reason
Let me
I
see.
thought was scarier, but the amount of influence that they have in general is just crazy. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, in the reality of it, yeah,
the ability to sway someone who's 50-50 to 90% chance of getting to vote who you want them to vote for, that's a crazy number.
yeah. Uh, so essentially, and this was something that happened during the election, during 2020 election. If you typed in a sequence of numbers like this I have on the screen here, it would give you access to a list of Excel files that detailed real-time polling numbers by county for every single county in America. And so if you wanted to, instead of looking at the news, you could just type in a random sequence of numbers and a list of random counties would pop up. And you could click on one. And typically the ones that were like at the top of the list was like Wisconsin, Georgia counties, Michigan, Pennsylvania, etc. So I was able to download all of those Excel files and look at the addresses, which is, by the way, is terrible security breach to connect, which proves that it's connected to the internet. By the way, because I was able to access the addresses and phone numbers of every single voter
Oh
in
my god.
every single Wisconsin county. By the way, Doug,
Jesus.
just letting you know. Which, for one, proves it's connected to the internet during the entire process, which is how the news gets those, detailed listings on the screen.
Yeah, Italy also
And 2
Italy's prime minister. Sorry, go ahead. I'll add on.
and then and the second thing is, Doug, I looked at all the different voters, right? Yeah, see the balloons. And it's like most of them were, like, addresses in the middle of nowhere where the people were listed in obituaries just as
Mm,
dead.
nice. Yeah, I mean,
So
the
it's
amount
like
of election interference last election was. I don't think anyone thinks it was, even small at all. It was insane. It was insane how much
yeah.
interference was going on.
And I guarantee you those Excel files are being passed around by people that were manipulating the data 100%. And that's why if you typed in this random sequence of codes, they popped up, is because it was using the numbers that it was most correlative to, because it uses web crawlers. That's what Google does. It uses web crawlers,
Yeah.
like spiders. And then, the spiders go to different sites and websites, and the one that has the most activity is the one that gets returned back typically
Hmm.
unless they're indexing it, right? So the one that had the most activity was obviously those. So during the election, Doug, all you got to do is type in some random sequence of codes like this, and those Excel files will pop up once again, and you'll be able to
Wow.
see the data whether or not it's being manipulated in real time.
And so something I've been trying to figure out. There was an Italian um official. I don't remember what his actual title was, but he came out vocally saying that even Italy itself had interfered in American elections on purpose using
Yeah,
the internet connection. So
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
but I mean, it just for sake of how much influence came from Google itself, look at that page again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see how much they really like blue here. uh,
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the Senate would be red very easily. Um, we talked about Wisconsin a little bit already. We have Georgia's Senate would be red. The disparity here is quite huge, guys. It's not like one. It's not one vote. It's not one seat. It's not two. It's more than five. We're talking about either a really large percentage of votes or a very large amount of yeah. This is still new. This is really new website, um, and this is
Yeah, I can
calculated.
tell.
This is calculated in real time. So this is drawing real data from people's personal machines.
Okay, this is stupid though. They need to remove this. This is retarded.
Again, you're not
Everyone's
a
saying
parent. This is kind of whatever. I kind of get it. Like if I was a parent,
I don't care if my kid watches the fucking Boondocks, dude. This is invincible. This is literally a superhero cartoon. What are we even talking about right now? This you might have some grounds. The Boys is kind of a bit iffy. Boondocks is whatever. Who cares?
these are
This
adult
is who cares?
shows, even though they're
On
animated.
Junko's lifeless body. This is fine. That's
I don't
pink.
know what
That's
that
paint.
is. I don't know what that is.
That's paint. That's paint. It has to be paint. This is just creepy.
I
This is literally fucking Gmod.
Gmod.
This is literally Gmod bitch.
But yeah,
What are we even talking about at this
but
point?
I mean, like
This
that's
is
not
okay.
really.
This one you might be able to make the argument.
Yeah, the next one I think is crazy, but apparently
This
Minx.
one is me.
It's
Yeah, who
you,
gives a shit? Huh?
Minx. What did you
This
say?
is it's Minx. That's her name, Minx.
Yeah, but Minx is like. Do you think Minx is a role model for children?
No, no, she's an alcoholic, but she's
She's an
still funny to
alcoholic
watch.
who like beats the shit out of her boyfriend or some shit, dude. Like what?
Not anymore. She's off the internet at this point. This is
Yeah,
just creepy.
that's from it.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
yeah, I
that's
mean,
from it?
that's from it. Yeah,
The fuck is this thing?
is that from it? Pretty sure it's from
It says IT explained by an idiot. Is it referring to
then yes,
internet
it's from
technology or the movie?
it, the movie.
Okay, but what's this thing?
That he it transformed into that creature and then took a bite out of somebody. Remember it? Like I think that's the same. Yeah, it bites the kid's face from in the first movie.
Well, I didn't watch the movie because there's pedophilia in it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
The newest movies,
Stephen King is a pedophile.
the
Stephen
newest
King is a
the
pedophile. I'll
newest
say it
one,
100
yes,
more times.
but
Stephen
the
King is a
newest
pedophile.
movie does not have that. I know what you're talking about. It doesn't have that.
It does. It does.
No, it doesn't. You
It
didn't.
does.
You just said you didn't
Okay.
watch it. I don't watch it because he's a pedophile. I watched the movie. It doesn't have that scene in
Okay. Pedophilia. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pedophilia
it.
in it. That is not helping me. All right, Brave Search. Come on. This is your time to shine. This is the reason I installed browser. Thank you, AI. In the movie, there's no explicit depiction of pedophilia. However, the character of Pennywise preys on the deepest fears of trauma, including failed trauma. Oh, come on.
It's not in the newest
Are
movie. I
we
don't even know how you're fucking arguing this when you didn't watch the movie. I've seen it at least twice. What are you about to watch the whole movie? Like, what are you doing?
actually? Yes.
Okay, I don't know if we can show. Do
We
not.
don't need to show
Do
all of
not.
it. We just need to show the
You're
part
gonna
that I'm
instantly
looking
get us
for.
demonetized on fucking
We're not going to get
everything. Yes,
demonetized.
we are,
We
dude.
are
It's
not
gonna
going to get them.
detect the
No, we
audio.
aren't.
Oh my god, I
Then I don't
fucking
have
hate
any
you.
audio. I'm not using the audio.
You're
Also,
an
why is
idiot.
this not church? Turning off the audio. Okay.
What? You muted yourself, you ape. You're still muted. What the? Oh, did I mute you? Oh, sorry. I
Did
muted you.
you?
My bad, dude.
What the fuck, Doug?
I was trying to mute the stream. What are
All
you
right,
doing?
we gotta go
Just
back.
listen. It's
Listen,
not
Doug.
in there.
I know it is.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm telling you,
What
it
is wrong
is.
with you? You've never seen the movie. Watch it in your own time. Fucking bring it up.
Okay, listen. Part two. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Doug.
How? How are you telling me when you haven't seen it?
Because I know. I looked it up. I saw it in like an article.
Okay, dude. Okay.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Doug. I'm telling you.
You saw it in an article, so it must be true. Bro, what? You are
Pedophilia
getting
is
the
good.
most you're getting the most left-wing things about pedophilia right now. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh my. It Part two. Chapter two, 2019.
Yeah, which was much worse than the fucking first one, to be honest with you.
This one has pedophilia in it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think so, but whatever. Whatever helps you
It
sleep
does
at
at
night.
the end. At the end. I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but you shouldn't be
It's
watching this
fucking.
anyway.
It's
Who are you?
almost
You're what?
8 years old. What are you fucking spoiling? There's no.
Yeah, yeah, and
No, there's
and
not.
Stephen King is a pedophile, by the way.
Yes.
I don't know if I said that.
Yes, we all know, dude.
So is yeah,
In the
yeah,
book,
it's
yes. Yes, everybody knows the very disgusting thing that's in the book.
yeah.
And I
Good
don't think
job,
it's
Stephen
in
King. Real
any
work
of
of
the
art there.
movies or the TV show.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of
Okay. My,
pedos, we can move on to Diddy.
oh my God! Don't even get me started on Diddy.
No, no, no. We are going to get you started because, it's
Oh my God,
probably the biggest event in America, even though there's a bunch of shit going on behind the scenes at the moment.
Doug. How bad or how long does this thing go on for to the point where you've collected 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Like 1,000 bottles of baby oil in your home is essentially saying, "I will never be caught. I
I think it's much
I
worse
could
than
own."
that. Dude, okay, do you remember how I spent like every single hour soaking in League content? I would like wake up,
Yeah.
watch League, play League, go to bed dreaming
Yes.
about League. Dude, this
Yes.
guy's like that, except replace League with fucking, well, fucking. Like,
Yes.
that's this guy, dude. He went to bed and woke up 24/7. His entire life was just being a fucking
This.
creep, man. Holy shit. So, I mean, I guess for those who don't know, I'm sure you must. Diddy got arrested, but go ahead, Ray. Fucking.
Yeah. Listen, 1,000 bottles. You're not it's not a secret anymore. If you have 1,000 bottles at your home, your guests all know. I don't care what you say. If I open the fucking pantry and I see 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'm not thinking, "Man, this guy must really be trying to, like, short the market or something. He must really be trying to either make some money or he has a lot of children to deal with." And I'll tell you
um,
something, no man at that age is dealing with 1,000 children at one given time, except Diddy apparently, except in other manners. Justin Bieber got molested by him, and then Usher was molested by him, and then Usher molested Bieber, not including the other, Hollywood weirdos. Um, but we're not gonna get into them because the reality of it is he has to take the fall, and I guarantee you Diddy's gonna die. Diddy dead. Diddy dead in prison, done dead. Yes, sir,
that's
he's
the
dead.
rumor. It's a rumor he's going to die. There's the rumor that he is a squealer like a motherfucker. So
I would too.
I would too. I wouldn't do what he
Yeah.
did, but
Like, listen, you're looking at sir, you're looking at the death sentence, but we can get it reduced to 50 years. All you gotta do is talk. He's like, "Shit, with all this technology and shit, I might be able to live for some shit."
yeah.
Shit, it was list a bunch of Hollywood actors.
Yeah, I mean, so Usher is confirmed. Usher apparently is like he's preempting, like deleting all his tweets and stuff right now. Like he's fucking
And then
kind of
look at
trying to.
and Pink deleted her tweets.
Pink apparently is another one who is a friend and is as
Yeah.
she's jumping ship. Taylor Swift, I guess maybe or not. She had dumped like 7,000 tweets at the start of the year or some shit. Um, let's see.
I mean, Taylor Swift is
DiCaprio,
just scummy anyway.
I know for sure. DiCaprio was also named.
Oh,
Um,
everyone already knew that one, though, I feel like.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
That one's not a surprise. Yeah, she's 25. I think we're gonna have to I don't think it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the dinner, though. Good, good flambe. Well, better than the last chick. Not that you would know, of course.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hope they fucking get him to squeal. I would love to see a fall of all the pedophile elites in Hollywood and music industry, and it would be great.
I wonder what they're gonna do. I wonder if they're gonna, like, Epstein him. They're just gonna kill someone that looks like him, like Anthony
They've
Bourdain, and just
got
replace his body, quote, unquote,
to.
and then they just, like, evacuate him to Epstein Island pretty much.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think
Like,
he's
"Oh,
gonna
the
be a little.
cameras went down. I don't know how they got in there.
Surely
The cameras
it'll be
went
a
down."
little harder this time than last time. I mean, that's what I'd like to think. But you know, again, who the hell knows?
Like, if I'm a prison guard, like, if I work there at the prison where he's being held, I'm having someone listed out, like, multiple people 24/7, like, round the clock, literally. Because the reality of it is if you don't, he's just dead. Like, it's not even a question. He has to be in solitary confinement too. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, they sent him to
If
the
if you let
same.
him into the showers, he's dead.
They sent him to the same place, right? That Epstein went to.
I think so, yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
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 So, hopefully, they're smarter about it this time. I don't know. Like, honestly, though, Doug, if I'm the guy that runs the prison, you can pay me. He wouldn't even take 100,000. You can go in. I don't give a fuck.
So
100,000 is my asking
they
price.
also I mean, Diddy has strong connections to the Democratic Party. He is
Yeah. He's getting out of
Obama.
this 100%. He's either getting out of
He's
it,
either getting out
by
or
faking his death
he's
or
fucking
by actual death.
yeah. Either way. But yeah, so Obamas have been known to party with Diddy. There's like some other connections that seem to be true. Apparently, Diddy was a big recorder. He recorded a lot of the
Yeah,
shit that went down. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so apparently there's tapes of Obama and Michelle. I don't fucking know if it's true or not, but yeah, there's a lot of
Just
footage of him with Obama. There's a lot of footage with him. This is open footage with him with Obama. There's footage with him.
can you send me?
Yeah, it's such an like you can just look it up. It's an interview. He like
Well,
hosted
is there, like,
events.
actual footage?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'll send you. Yeah, there's he
Like,
hosted.
actual raw footage?
Yes, he went to the DNC and like interviewed the fucking people. Like, dude, it's so damning.
No, like, the sex tapes?
Oh no, I don't know. There's rumor that that shit's around. I'm not looking it up, dude. I'm not looking for it.
Alright, Doug,
That's
you
a
know
you
what we're
thing in
about
your
to
free
do.
time. You can go nuts. That's not
Alright.
something we can live stream. That's for sure.
Are you sure? It's Rumble, dude, it's not YouTube, they're not pussies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that fucks the guidelines.
Let's
I'm pretty
type in
sure.
the word Diddy and see what comes up first.
There was
Khloe
also this
Kardashian recall team
fucking.
a Diddy party.
There's this song I gotta show you. I'm pretty sure it's copyright free, but I gotta fucking.
Oh, shit. Ben Affleck given tapes of Jennifer Lopez from Diddy raids by FBI.
Oh, I forgot J Lo is another one. She actually dated Diddy. There's a picture of her and him in bed.
Jesus. Knight
In
says
early
the tapes are the
2024,
reason for their
on
rumored
September 6th,
divorce. The tapes showed J-Lo's involvement in 1999 shooting.
Yeah,
Affleck and Lopez reportedly tried to sell their Beverly Hills mansion.
check out this song when you get the chance.
Let's see. Single about Diddy. Oh God. Now he's
Oh,
gonna monetize his trauma.
I forgot Kevin Hart. No, play the song, please, on stream, and then tell me what you think.
Okay.
Lost myself at a Diddy party. Didn't know that's how it go. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul. Wasn't worth all the fortune and fame. All the girls never walking the same. Signed a paper so he never had to ever say sorry. Lost myself at a Diddy party.
What did you think about that song?
What song is this?
It's a
What song is
fucking
this?
AI generated song, dude.
I thought so. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't. This sounds AI.
No,
That's what I
it's
thought.
AI, but it sounds so good.
It does sound pretty good.
I mean, I didn't look at the comments right away, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, it's an AI
I knew
generated
it was
song.
AI. I knew it was AI. I just didn't know
Lost myself at a Diddy
like
party.
what the
Didn't know
context.
that's how it goes.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how fucking like good that is. If that shit had played, I would not. And no one told me it was AI. I
Kevin
probably wouldn't
Hart
have.
has been caught on camera in a
Yes,
Diddy
that's what I was
freak
gonna
off
bring up.
video.
Yeah, it gets even crazier than that. So Kevin Hart, after Diddy got caught, a lot of things happened once Diddy got caught. Like apparently, a bunch of CEOs from companies all jumped ship. Um, Kevin Hart closed down 4 of his restaurants, all of his restaurants basically. The rumor is that
Oh
the
my god.
restaurants were a way to clean the money. Uh,
Oh, because taxed on businesses essentially. Yeah,
uh huh.
whatever.
Yeah.
That makes sense. A shrimp peak
Yeah,
X's account script.
yeah. A lot of
Income
CEOs. There's
state.
there's a list.
Kim Kardashian's lawyer sends a notice
Yeah, she's been like going really
to.
hard with the cease and desist on X. Like, if pretty much anyone who says her name and affiliates it with Diddy, she's like sending letters.
Well, she acted like people don't know she's a whore.
I think what's his name? Kanye came out and was like, "Yeah, I didn't realize how involved Kim was with the Democratic Party. It's crazy how many of these people are linked to the Democratic Party." But sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like if you have like two different viscosities, right? So if you have a heavier liquid like an oil, and you have a lighter liquid like like water, right? If you mix them together, right, the heavier liquid's gonna fall to the bottom, and the lighter one's gonna rise to the top, right?
Yeah,
The Democratic Party is the oil, and typically the Conservative Party is the lighter fluid, the water. And so that's what happens. So you have all this degeneracy that's at the bottom, which is associated with the same party because that's where it all collects. Same thing with the water. People that are trying to focus on the actual high ground are going to end up in the actual high ground. That's just how the world works. And same thing with this. It's like people that are associated with Diddy fall into the oil section because they want to be associated with Diddy to begin with.
Well,
I'm gonna stop streaming. Get access to some videos here. So 1 second.
good luck.
I already know where to go.
But yeah, it's an insane list uh of famous people and rich people who all of a sudden like no longer wanted to be in charge of their companies once this Diddy thing dropped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find the list. But it was
See.
crazy. Also, apparently every CEO on the 23andMe except one jumped ship too. And the rumor is that they sold all the data to China, which I guess isn't that surprising.
Yeah. Like I keep seeing like alleged stuff. I don't want to see. I want
Well,
actual
yeah,
evidence.
we won't find actual evidence until the court goes on.
I don't think that's how it works.
That
I
is
think
exactly how that works.
there's 10 pages of results. Take a look.
Oh,
Hopefully I can get a hit.
I forgot French Montana is another one who people might not know who it is, but he honestly made one of my favorite songs, so it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's photo. I mean,
No,
obviously celebrities, they take pictures with each other. There's a picture of him with Trump. Um, however, I
Megan
couldn't.
Fox apparently deleted her Twitter account.
That's right, Megan Fox is another one. But there's a fucking video of her saying that she drinks blood for real.
She does. Um, I need access to a file. Come on, guys. Like, let's pick up the pic. What happened to autism on the internet? What happened, Doug?
The internet became very censored.
Oh shit, let's take a look at this one. Come on, Rumble. Please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Just a guy talking again. People keep saying there's these videos. Show me the fucking
Oh,
videos,
well,
dude. I don't
you can find the Meek Mill video. That one's really obvious. So a bodyguard, one of Diddy's bodyguard, actually took a video of, well, it's an audio. So the bodyguard's outside the door, and apparently it's a video of Diddy having sex with Meek Mill after he drugged him.
okay.
That one you can find pretty easily. I've seen that one a bunch, not intentionally, but that one is like all over the internet.
Jesus
You mean to send it to you?
Christ.
It's pretty bad,
Yes,
dude.
just
It's
send it to
pretty
me.
bad. Yeah.
I don't care, Doug. I've seen it all.
We're not listening to this shit on stream. I'll tell you that much. It's bad. It's like
No.
fucking. You might as well just be watching porn. Like it's disgusting.
All right. Well, I need to see it. I need proof. I need evidence. I need to see the truth.
Here. I think this is it. This is a pretty dog shit link in terms of like context, but that is the one. Okay, and there's what I didn't
I
want to
saw.
see. Yeah, whatever you do, don't look up Diddy and Meek Mill. Say that much. I gotta fucking clear my search history,
This is
otherwise it's
so
gonna think I'm a
gross.
git. It's so gross, dude. Yes, it's disgusting, and it's taken. Dude, I don't know why I can't find the Diddy bodyguard. There's no way I can't find the like actual video that the bodyguard posted. He posted it of him. He was like, "This is here's." He's like right outside the door, fucking typing, like talking, like he's fucking live streaming it. It's hilarious.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucking crazy,
That's
dude.
too like
It's
that is pretty
graphic.
crazy.
It's really graphic, yeah. So I mean, like, apparently there's tons of videos of this stuff, which doesn't surprise me. Um, and they just have it, and it's gonna get released to us in some way, shape, or form. But you can't release evidence like that before the trial. You have to wait. It gets submitted, into the case, to the case files. Both lawyers look
Yeah.
at it and go, "Does this matter?" And like most likely, it's going to matter. And then the judge will decide, on how that works. It can get leaked. Leaks happen all the time. Like that video, that audio I just sent you, That's straight up the bodyguard with his phone outside Diddy's door while that's going on. He's just like, oh, you won't believe what I just saw last night. And he's very vocal about what's going on. It's disgusting. It's really gross. Um, but
Yeah.
it's there. You can go. You can go and find it. It's not that hard to search for. Just be prepared. It's fucking nasty. Um, yeah, the amount of people
So he
involved.
drugs Meek Mill,
Yeah.
and he just fucks his ass? Like,
Yep.
pretty gay.
Yeah.
Pretty gay, Doug.
Yeah. And I mean, there are tons of open videos like of him. So there's the video of him and Mike Tyson on I can't even remember some talk show, and Mike Tyson takes his hand and like moves it away, and he's like, "Gotta stay away from this motherfucker." Um, but it's not even just him. There, 50 Cent's another one who's very vocal about like having to stay away from Diddy. Like if you go back and look at these videos, it's the most obvious thing in the world. And if you go back and look at the videos of Diddy interacting with Justin Bieber, it's disgusting. It physically makes you want to puke. Like it is so fucking gross, dude. The the fact that like this terrible shit takes place in front of our eyes, I don't know. I could literally puke when I see this shit. It's fucking crazy how nasty it is.
Yeah. I mean, welcome to, it's actually, Doug, there's so many worse things. There's so many worse things with
For sure.
videos that haven't even been discovered yet,
Mhm.
of people in, like, high power positions, and it's actually just like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If people are freaking out about this, wait until they get further down. It's gonna get, I feel like, and ultimately, Doug, the truth always comes out. It doesn't matter. It always comes out. Like, everyone has secrets, and secrets that are passed around through other people, they always get leaked. When was the last time you heard about the fucking Discord chats not being leaked, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, Discord fucking. There's zero encryption in Discord. Like, it's so easy
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
for
into
sure.
Discord. Oprah's another one
Exactly.
who's known to have connections. Oprah's like got to be the linchpin or some shit to this. I'm telling, like,
Oh,
um,
Oprah is a peddler of children. She
yeah,
is a children peddler.
yeah. So I mean, the news is terrible. I hope I don't know. I just want all. They need to just get these people out. It's crazy how much of a tower has been built on this stuff. I kind of want Justin Bieber to come out and just be like, yeah, it happened. You know, I'd like to
Well, the
to
good news
go
is, Doug,
and
that
court against
movies are
more
dying.
charges.
Movies are dying. It is a dying industry.
Yeah. Well, here's my theory. I was talking about this with Ian earlier, but so you have the Minecraft movie coming out.
Yeah. Oh
It
god,
it
don't even
looks
remind
it
me.
looks dog shit, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is dog.
Okay. Well, there's a company recently. It's the first company that's really partnered with a Hollywood company. It's an AI company. Obviously, you can imagine
Yeah.
what its use is going to be. Here's my prediction.
Yeah.
A AI when it comes to video generation really benefits well, it benefits everybody, but it should benefit us individuals more than it will the big companies. And here's why. A big company has to put a lot of money into an AI company, and there's a lot of money that needs to get paid out for resource generation in terms of compute and actual electricity. However, for you and me, there's no loss on our part if we produce something good. We are also not held by any guidelines, right? Like I don't need to put a fucking gay black character in my show for it to pass if I'm using AI to
I
generate
would.
something. So you probably yes, it's fine. I'm just saying you don't have to.
I put a gay black disabled character with a wheelchair that talks. It is also gay, and the wheelchair is also pansexual, and he tries to cheat, and that's the entire storyline is the wheelchair cheating on the gay black disabled guy. A wheelchair with a mouth that can't get
Well, here's the thing: this
a magic
technology
is
benefits
a magical
everybody.
wheelchair.
It will benefit everybody because everyone can produce content that they want, and it's tailored to them. So it doesn't matter if that's what you want or don't want. You can create it to you know be what you picture. However, a big company can't do that. Disney can't do that shit. Sony can't do that shit. They have to go by guidelines. So here's my prediction. My prediction is this Minecraft movie is gonna come out. It's gonna fucking tank because it's dog shit. And then I suspect that people who have already done animated work using Minecraft, which is a fuck ton of people, will then help they will use AI to help them actually do some feature-length, good Minecraft content, movies, and maybe TV shows. Who knows? And then we will see a massive rise in AI generated content by individuals and not by big companies. That's my big guess. So, most likely that movie is going to suck.
Yes, and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it too. Gotta watch it.
As Jack Black, who's a pedophile in it as well.
Allegedly.
He is.
Wait, how do you know this one?
He's paid off by the Democrat Party. He's heavily involved with them. He tries to make it
Yeah.
seem like he's apolitical, but he's not.
Yeah, no, he's not. I don't know where. Like, I don't know how he managed to slip the radar of. He made a bunch of comments against Trump and voting for Kamala, and then he was like really quiet. And then someone on his band made a joke, and then he was like, "Whoa, that's uncalled for." I was like, "Huh, bro? What?" I was amazed that that happened, dude. I could not believe that shit. I
The
couldn't
only
believe he got away
people,
with it.
the only people in Hollywood who are not pedophiles are the intelligent guys that keep to themselves and remain humble. People like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is not a pedophile.
No, he's just had the worst things happen to him.
Yeah.
There's a handful that I
Ryan Gosling is also not a pedophile.
good. I like Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds is probably not a pedophile.
Yeah, although his fame is like starting to freak me out a little bit because you usually only get that famous when you've sold your soul. However, what I do know,
Yeah.
it's possible that's not true because I know he does a lot of independent business stuff similar to Shaq. Shaq does a lot of independent business stuff. Very smart man, and it's kind of typical that these like entrepreneurs like him and Ryan, they again they kind of lay outside the radar. So fingers crossed that
I think if Shaq wanted to be a pedophile, he couldn't. He's too big.
that's true. Actually, to him,
Imagine
being
the
just
Iron
a
Giant going into someone's home
okay, please
and
don't. I
trying to
don't.
like molest.
This is
It
terrible.
like doesn't work. Like, oh my god, is that Shaq walking into some random person's home? Oh my god, Shaq, I loved you. We were on the Miami Heat. Oh my god, I love basketball. I even have the jersey and everything. See? Okay, thanks, man. I'm just gonna go inside now. No, wait. Oh my god, is that Shaq? Shaq, come over here.
Shaq is super smart. I always admire these dudes who like you think are just like one tricks, and then it turns out they're super intelligent motherfuckers. So true
Wait,
story.
how do we relate this to people in Netherlands?
Maybe they're big fans of Shaq and Ryan Reynolds.
No, no, they aren't. They don't even know who Shaq is. I bet they don't even play basketball in the Netherlands. Actually, how many Muslims and Africans do you have there? I guess maybe we can take a guess, depending on the population.
Netherlands
Africans
had
are
a
not
really big illegal immigrant problem, and they actually were one of the first ones to
good.
be like deport
Good.
them.
Very progressive. Very
So
progressive. Wait, no, you can't deport them. That's racist. We need more Africans in your
everyone is
country.
deporting right now. Everyone's deporting. Italy's deporting. UK's deporting.
Racist.
Netherlands
Racist.
deporting.
Racist.
Norway, Sweden,
Racist.
Switzerland, all
Racist.
deporting.
Racist.
Poland,
All of them
never let
racist.
them in.
All racist.
Germany,
Racist.
I think Germany recently said they're gonna start deporting. Everyone is fucking deporting.
Anti-Semitic.
Everyone wants out.
Anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic and racist. All of them.
Yeah. So speaking of anti-Semitic, we also have some of the most insane stories coming out of the Middle East. Oh my god.
The pagers.
Holy fuck. Okay, I can't even think back past the pagers. But right now the Middle East is on fucking fire. As we speak, by the way, as we speak, for the past like 7 days, Israel and Hezbollah, can you pull up the map for our, non-people who don't know? It's
Okay.
just look up Israel map. Israel and Hezbollah, otherwise known as a de facto government in Lebanon, are currently they're at war with each other. They're at war. They're literally at war, and they just are nobody's actually said it yet, but they are fucking at war, man. So, I mean, it's literally just north, so any of these maps is fine. It's literally, Lebanon is just above Israel. It's like, what the freak? Alright, so Israel is there, and Lebanon is just above there, Beirut being the capital, just above, yep. And Hezbollah is a piece of Lebanon's government. Obviously it's an extremist group. It's funded by Iran. Blah 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 blah. Anyways,
Okay.
Israel, they've been fighting each other for quite a while. Things have been kind of ratcheting up. The Gaza situation seems like it's mostly taken care of. I don't think we've heard anything from Hamas in like a while, and it looks like Israel is trying to wrap up that so that they can move their soldiers north to actually invade Lebanon and go kill Hezbollah. But whatever. Let's go back to what was it, Monday? I think. I don't even know if it's been that
Yeah.
long. Basically, there were reports that pagers in Lebanon used by Hezbollah were blowing up. Yeah, they killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is all currently. This is the strikes happening currently. Um, but yeah, so Israel managed to front a business that made pagers for Hezbollah, and then they blew them all up. The rumor is that the pagers were contaminated. I don't know. They were injected with two chemicals, um, and yeah, they just fucking all blew up at one time. It was fucking crazy. It's
Well,
got
I
it.
mean, all you have to do, yeah, all you have to do is pretty much make an opening. Plastic explosives get injected into it while it's still malleable, and then it hardens. And then, as long as it's connected to the copper wiring in the inside, when it attracts from the batteries, and it just explodes. It's pretty basic.
Shut up. You're a
It's actually a
chemist.
really simple process. Whatever. What do I know?
Yeah,
What do I know,
whatever.
right? I don't know
It,
anything about explosives.
the the pagers were all blowing up. These poor bastards were losing their nuts, their legs, their fucking. Apparently, they beeped before they went off, so they were holding up to their heads. I think the number was like some 2,000 Hezbollah members were knocked down, like 500 killed. Crazy. All basically in one fell swoop. Uh, a lot of their enemies just fucking went down. It was wild. The footage that was coming out was crazy. There were just people standing
I think
in
Israel
supermarkets.
is Islamophobic. I think they're Islamophobic.
I think they are too, to be honest with you. I don't even think they're trying to hide it. They don't give a fuck. Uh, they absolutely boomed them. Except it does not end there. So the next day, I think around 24 hours later, there were further explosives. I'm trying to remember what it was. It
Good.
wasn't even pagers. It was
Mhm.
something else.
Mm.
Oh, walkie-talkies. So after the pagers all exploded, Hezbollah members swapped to walkie-talkies. And then those exploded like 24 hours later. And it wasn't just walkie-talkies. There were a bunch of other equipment that was sabotaged. Cars, radios, laptops. I mean, electronics were just exploding all over the place. These motherfuckers had no idea what to do. There's videos of them just being, I mean, they're scarred. They're traumatized, to be honest with you. They don't want anything to do with
Yeah.
phones. They don't want TVs. Like, they're fucking terrified of what's going on right now. I mean, they were using the pagers to communicate. The pagers beat. They take them out. Their fucking hands are getting blown off. Their legs are getting blown apart. Their fucking nuts are getting blown. Like, dude, it was insane. The footage coming out was crazy. The next day, they swapped to walkie-talkies. Those things explode, killing a bunch of members too. It doesn't end there, by the way. The next day, Hezbollah hosts a meeting to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do to communicate next, and Israel airstrikes them. The building they were meeting in. Fucking blows that up. Doesn't end, by the way. Does not end,
Mm.
guys. Doesn't end. So the president of Hezbollah, or president of Lebanon, goes on TV. I think it was the president. Maybe it's the commander of Lebanon. I don't even fucking know. Either way, he goes on TV in the middle of him, like, talking about what's going on. Israel starts bombing the shit out of more Hezbollah members. And just flying overhead, to be honest with you. They're just fucking sonic booming overhead just to scare the shit out of them. So,
Yeah.
obviously, there was some civilians lost. I don't know how many, to be honest with you. The numbers here are always fucking impossible to know. I know of at
There's no
least.
such thing as civilians to the Jews,
Yeah,
Doug.
I
There's
mean,
no such thing as civilians
they clearly don't
unless
give a
they're
flying
Jewish.
fuck.
Anyone who isn't Jewish is a Gentile. If you're a Gentile, you're essentially a pig. That's what they view
they're
you as.
they're at
An
war.
animal.
They don't care if you know if civilians are getting struck at the same time. Basically, if you know the person next to you is a Hezbollah member, you want to run very far away, and you like that's it. You just need to run away. That's their philosophy right now. It's like, hey, dude, if it's a Hezbollah member, they're coming for you. And unfortunately, a lot of these terrorists, their point of view is that like it's still okay for them to mingle. Like it's fine for a Hezbollah member to go to a supermarket and just buy vegetables and fruit. It's not like it's normal for them to move around the population, un, like un, unstopped. Like it's fine. Basically, I keep comparing it to like the KKK. Obviously, people have different feelings about this. Is what it is, but like you can just imagine if you had Klan members running around in supermarkets with you at the store. Now this is America. Technically, that's legal. You can do that. However, you probably wouldn't want to
Doug, it's
stand
not
next
illegal
to
to dress
them.
up as a ghost. It's not illegal to dress up as a
I
ghost, Doug.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was. But that's the same philosophy of them,
However,
where it's technically
yeah,
legal for their members to walk around, and then these pagers go off, and their child is next to them, or someone else's child next to them, or it just causes a chain reaction, or a car's on fire, or they just don't care. They don't give a fuck. If a Hezbollah main commander is in a refugee camp, sitting next to a bunch of kids, they don't care. They're still gonna blow that bitch up, dude. Um,
yeah, and I think, like, here's what's gonna need to happen. If I'm a Jewish person right now that lives in Israel, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You've essentially said, "We're going to die." Like, you've said, "Haha, I win this round." And meanwhile, you have a bunch of Muslim dudes now that realize they have lost to you in a game of chess, but they don't care about chess anymore. They don't care about the game of chess that's sitting in front of them. Now they just see a weak guy that they can easily pummel and beat the shit out of. They don't care about the chess anymore. Yeah, you won the chess game. Congratulations, Mossad. But now how do you win against 20 different Muslims trying to beat the fuck out of you?
well, so I mean, I can't really attest to that at the moment. Here's what we know. So it doesn't end, by the way. The strikes have continued. Hezbollah, after the incident, the third strike, I don't even know. They tried to strike back, sent a bunch of rockets. There was some damage. Some civilians were confirmed killed, I think. I don't know. Again, like the news on this is fucking all over the place.
Gentiles, Doug. They're called Gentiles.
Whatever, bro. Uh, and immediately Israel struck back. So there have literally there's been non-stop strikes this entire time. This is like literally as we're speaking, there are strikes happening. 24 hours ago, there were strikes happening. It's been non-stop strikes this entire time. The entire time, it's just been non-stop strikes. If there's a Hezbollah member, they know about it. Motherfuckers get blown up, and they don't care who's around. And that's been going on non-stop. So there obviously this is an escalating situation. It's been escalating for a while. It's escalating kind of rapidly right now. However, to say Israel's in the driving seat is an understatement. They are fucking railing these motherfuckers, dude. Um, the rumor is, I saw this briefly. I don't know if it's true. Again, the news here is so fucking weak. I don't know, but the rumor has it is that the Houthis are planning to send soldiers against Israel. They're kind of far out, so I don't know. I don't know the truth to this, how much there is. Iran has been really silent on the situation, which has been interesting.
They're
Normally, they're
probably building up their forces.
yeah, I think so too. I think most of the I don't know about the rest of the Arab nations, but clearly Iran, Russia, and China are like planning for something big here shortly. Um,
Doug, at
uh,
this point, the only people that I respect right now are the Muslims. Because even though they listen to a book that's thousands of years old that tells them all these different things, right? At least they have faith in that, you know? At least they believe in something, right? What do the Jews believe in, you know?
another book.
Yeah. Yeah, their book sucks. You wanna know why their book sucks?
Why?
Because there's only like 20 because there's 25 million Jews and 1 billion Muslims. That's a sign of a pretty weak book, if you ask me. Seems like they have the numbers advantage there, Doug. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not sure you can sit here and say every episode that the Jews are all powerful and controlling everything, and claim that they have the
They
weaker
are.
book, my guy.
They do have a weaker book.
Clearly, their book is winning them in some way, shape, or form.
Well, yes, they own America. They dominate America. They are the machine behind the CIA, the NSA, and the FBI, obviously. That should be well known. They're the reason that there's a bunch of Muslims in Europe right now. That's obvious. However, does this win you the end game? Winning the mid game is cool and all, Doug, but it doesn't matter if you lose your nexus.
So if they win the end game, will you bow down to the Muslim or to the Jewish people?
Absolutely. You have to win
Okay.
the end game, though. Listen, if they can't absolutely decimate the Middle East, then I will never consider them the superior force in the situation, Doug. If they can destroy the Middle East, then I'll say, okay, you guys are the superior force. But from what I'm saying right now, they're fending off the inevitable, which is a full on strike from every single Middle Eastern country.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, they've done a pretty good job at smacking the shit out of all three of their opponents at one time. Iran has been kind of weak sauce on the situation, and again, the rumor has it that there's a lot of buildup going on. People are really planning for something big. And here's the latest news that we just got today. The U.S. is sending another aircraft carrier and another strike group to the region. So clearly, we know something's going on. The rumor is that Israel is going to invade Lebanon to finish off Hezbollah, and that the U.S. is just backing them up. But damn, is this exhausting as fuck, dude.
Doug, listen, listen, listen. Africa is so useless. They're so useless, Doug. I'm so sorry, but they're so fucking worthless.
Well, okay, first of all, Africa is a really big continent. So, I don't know, you
And
kind
it's
of have to
worthless.
break it
It's
down.
the most useless continent out of all continents. Even Antarctica has more prospects, Doug. Like, at least in Antarctica, you got fucking penguins. They're black and white. They're not just one or the other. You know what I mean?
Africa has
Like,
South Africa. Some white people there. That's where Elon's from.
there's some. Yeah, they get killed because they want to have a
Pokimane.
farm or something.
Pokimane is from Morocco. Yeah, they fucking are. Dude, the rhetoric coming from South African leadership towards white people is kind of interesting.
Yeah, no, literally all the black people do in South Africa is try to rob and kill the Jewish and white farmers. That's all they do. The funniest shit. But that's another story. Listen, Africa is useless. Because if I'm the Middle East, I'm like, okay, they're sending over strikers, and we are aware of this, right? They're sending over aircraft carriers. Hey, Africa, can you guys do anything? Uh, uh,
Actually, believe it or not, West Africa was going to march on Central Africa. So there was a fall of a lot of democratic nations in the I forget what it's called. There's this belt across Middle Africa. I forget what it's called, but basically they were
have you ever played Civilization, Doug?
yeah
You know when you like rank up, right? And you you go through the ages essentially, right?
yeah
You reach like the modern era, the future era,
yeah.
they're still stuck in BC, Doug. Their
I
idea of them
Yeah, but
marching
that
is having, like, some AKs and, like, some meth. That's their idea of a march. We have some meth, we have some AKs, and we have, like, a few elephants that we've trained to help us walk around and, like, travel and shit. That's their
might
idea of a march.
you might not be wrong. However, I still respect him because
We
the
need Coney back. That's who we need. Coney
oh
united
my god,
everyone, Doug.
no,
Coney 20 he united
no.
everyone. It's been 12
That guy
years, Doug.
that guy was
12
the
years.
original Bitcoin scammer. No, no, no,
We need him back. Doug, listen, please, I'm pleading with you.
no.
I'm pleading to the heavens. We need to bring back the Coney guy. He's crazy enough to put everything back on the proper timeline.
That
The
guy got
timeline has gone out
high.
of sync.
That guy got high, ran out of his building,
Exactly.
and started jerking off
Yes,
in the
naked.
street.
Yes. Yes, he did. Yeah, and we need him. We need him now more than ever, Doug. We need him. We need Coney 2024.
Oh my god, no.
Doug, the timeline is in peril. CERN is manipulating the timeline. Doug, I'm telling you, I don't need the tinfoil hat for any of this. I'm
You know
telling
what's
you.
so
Please,
annoying?
why would you?
You know what's so annoying? I
What?
hate it how every single time uh, people are always like, "Oh yeah, we're so much smarter than the people 500 years ago, 400 years ago, 1,000 years ago." And then every single time there's a full moon, or sorry, not a full moon, an eclipse, a bunch of fucking dipshits go on Twitter and they're like, "Oh my god, it's CERN. They're gonna open a dimensional portal during the eclipse. They're bringing about Satan.
Doug,
He's coming." And I'm like, "You fucking people!
Doug,
You cannot tell me we're smarter than the people 1,500 years ago when literally you guys see the exact same thing, bro. What do you think those poor ass fucking nomad motherfuckers who are farming are out there thinking when there's an eclipse? They're like, oh my god, Behemoth, he's coming to kill us all. Quick, bow down." 1,500 years later, fucking idiots are still out in the street thinking they're gonna die. There's people who literally donate all of their money every single time there's an eclipse because they think it's the end of the world. And CERN, by the way, if you don't know what CERN is, it's a particle
evil
accelerator.
corporation designed
Oh my
to
god.
use the heart.
Shut the fuck
Doug,
up.
listen,
Shut the
they
fuck
literally
up.
made an anime on this. They made an
Oh,
anime on
if they
it.
made an
Listen,
anime on it, it must be true.
the Super Hadron Collider is able to do things that no other machine on this planet can
Yes,
do. Doug.
that's why
It is
we
able
built
to
it.
smash.
Yes.
It is able to smash particles. It can manipulate the timeline.
What?
It can manipulate the timeline, Doug.
Oh my god. Please stop.
Okay,
Stop
okay, Doug. Think about it like
encouraging
this.
the
Remember how?
autism.
No.
Please.
Doug, think. remember.
Please. Please
Remember how
stop.
we had the discussion, Doug.
Please. This is gonna turn into another
waited.
theory relativity episode. I can tell.
No. It's not. It's not. Doug. Listen. Remember how we had the discussion about Taoism, how everything is connected?
Yep.
And there was proof that particles are connected even in different dimensions or different sectors
Yes.
of the universe, right?
Quantum
Correct?
entanglement, yes.
That is, yes, quantum entanglement. That is what the Super Hadron Collider does, Doug. It quantum entangles. So, for
Okay.
example, let's say I want to manipulate a timeline, right? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you manipulate the timeline? You quantum entangle a particle that has a desired effect from a host. That's how you do it. The host that provides the particles that get smashed inside of the Super Hadron Collider, when they get smashed, they quantum entangle. And when the host desire in the particle quantum entangles and creates a new timeline. And it's force. You can't change it. It's like fate. It's like twisting the threads of fate, Doug. I'm telling you, CERN is in control.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Things haven't changed in 2,000 years. Nothing's changed. When the
Yeah,
blood
CERN is
moon.
still in control.
Oh my god. Yes, well.
Listen, Doug, there's nothing. I'm going emo.
God, for those
It's
who
all
don't know
over.
what this thing
It's
does,
over.
it's this
We're
really
all gonna die.
it's this really long circular tube
We're all gonna die.
that speeds up atoms.
It's over.
So I think it's like
I don't
just
care
shy of
anymore.
light speed, and then makes them smash into each
Parents don't
other.
pay attention to me.
And in this way,
I wear black because it's dark, like my soul.
you can
My dark
discover
passenger.
new atoms
The darkness. The
and
darkness
study
in my
their
heart.
effects. It's very cool. It's really
I'm not
cool
goth
stuff.
because I choose to be. I was born goth.
We've
It's not a
discovered
phase.
new elements because of this technology and new
Not a phase.
particles.
Darkness.
It's pretty neat.
Cutting myself. Yes. Seriously, why do people do that though? Why do people do the whole self-harm bullshit? Isn't that just
Oh,
cringe?
that one will definitely get
Isn't
us
it?
monetized on YouTube.
Well, no, I'm speaking negatively. I'm not endorsing it. I'm speaking negatively about
What?
it. How would
There
that
are,
go?
you just can't say it. It doesn't matter like how you speak of it. There's not allowed to talk about it.
What's the
That's how
what is the
censorship
point of the
works.
internet? What is the point of the internet if I can't be fucking mentally ill? What is the point? What's the point of going on the internet if I can't be autistic to the extreme of every possible reality? What's the
I don't know.
fucking point?
I feel like there has to be a new
I
medium at some point for humanity.
I was 11 years old, Doug. I saw some of the most egregious fucking things being done to people on the fucking internet. I saw it all. I was there, Doug. In the early 2000s, I was there. I was on a computer since I was
Yeah,
like 4 or 5
we
years old,
got
Doug.
lucky. You know what? Listen, you know what sucks? It's like everyone touts Twitter as being like, oh, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. And to be honest, if you compare it to YouTube or Twitch or any other mainstream platform, Facebook, I mean, they've kind of lightened up a little bit, but like, it really is. However, if you compare X to what the old internet was like, it's really not even close. There's still a lot you can't say on X. Like, it's actually,
Yeah.
it's really depressing. Like, that we'll never go back, by the way, to true freedom of speech. We'll never go back.
Yes, we already
No.
have it, Doug. You wanna know what it's called?
What?
It's called 4chan.
Okay, I guess, but the 4chan's format is like psychotic. Like it is
It's not.
it's
It's
so
genius.
inhuman. No, it's not. Dude, it's literally made for like robots. Like I don't get it.
What
It's
do you mean it's made for robots? Doug, I was on 4chan. Doug, I wish, I pray every day. I really do, Doug. I pray, if I was like a religious person, I would pray. But if I would pray, I would pray that I could go back to the early 2000s, Doug. The early 2000s was the pinnacle of life.
yeah.
I
Now
was
you
in a
know why
home.
boomers say
The
they
sun
wish
was
they could
shining
go
down
back
there.
to their time. Now that's
They
us.
no, they wish they could go back so they could buy another home for a pocket, pocket dust and some pocket sand, and then take a shit on the deed. That's how they got the home. Yeah, boomers can go fuck themselves. Boomers can go literally fuck themselves. I hope they die in a trench. I hope they are forced to go to war before anyone else
They
is.
won't. They're gonna force us, dude. We're literally the Middle East, as we
If you think
speaking, are bombing the shit out. They're about to send us to war, dude. We're the
I'm
ones.
not going, I'm not going. I don't know about you, Doug, but I'm not going. I would rather sit and rot in a jail than die for this fucking country.
Well, then maybe that's what
This
will happen.
Let me ask you this, Doug. Are the children of any politicians going to war?
No.
No. So fuck off. That's my answer. That's my answer, Doug. If you're not willing to send your children to war, then I'm not going anywhere, buddy. I'm not fighting your money war. Fucking Israel controlled country.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I will. The driving force right now is it's looking like Israel. That's for sure.
And Doug, to be honest with you, I think if they tried to draft people, there's going to be a lot that are simply going to say, no, I'm not going.
I saw a rumor that the Pentagon has also moved us to DEFCON 1.
The Pentagon is a bunch of gay furries. Sorry.
What the Oh my god. Well, the gay furries are about to send us to war.
Okay,
Oh,
well, listen, Doug. I'm not getting in the fursuit. I'm not yiffing. It's not gonna happen.
holy fuck.
I don't want my asshole getting sniffed. I don't care what they desire.
Oh my god. There's a surprising amount of furries in the military.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Honestly, Doug, I worry about getting raped in the military. I think it's like an actual thing that
You're
can
not a
happen.
woman.
Doesn't matter anymore. But you see the Diddy parties? Justin Bieber got raped.
That's true. That's true.
If Justin Bieber can get raped, anyone can get raped, Doug.
Poor Justin Bieber.
Think about it. That dude had so much influence and fame and a bunch of people around him, and he still got fucking raped.
Yeah, that's because those people didn't care. They fucking signed him over for it. They knew what was going on and they didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. You think the people in the military care?
No.
Exactly. You just get raped. Oh, sorry, buddy. We can't discharge you for mental problems. Sorry, that's not how it works here. You have to like lose a leg or some shit. Sorry, go back to training.
Yeah, well, the rumor is that they're driving us towards war before the election very intentionally. But
I mean, yeah, that's the military industrial complex. It needs to feed. It
shit
needs
is
its next slew of victims.
shit is escalating extremely quickly right now. Extremely quickly.
It, and you know what, Doug? It doesn't matter to me because I won't be there. I'm not going to be in the war. I'll be leaving. Yes, 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 quite. I'll be leaving with Jarvis. Yeah, Jarvis is my new butler. Yes, as I own a home, I now have my own butler. Yes, yes. We'll be leaving, going to probably to Japan or somewhere along those lines. Yes, Okinawa, very nice plateau of land. My butler will feed me tea and crumpets on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. sitting in the metal emblazoned garden chairs while I watch the injectable, I say, oh, the ocean breeze, beautiful, beautiful. For my new home in Japan, with the Japanese origatsu desune, mm.
I hope they send you first. I hope they fucking send you first. I hope you're the fucking banner man in the
Oh
medieval
my
war.
god, the bit. Oh god, Doug, no.
I
I'm
hope they
telling you,
got
Doug,
you
I won't.
playing
No,
on the
no.
drums.
Doug, they don't have drums anymore. They got rid of the drums. Now they just
Really?
have Slash on guitar,
Oh,
except he's on heroin this time. They
that's
got
good.
rid of the drums. Oh, actually, it's not even Slash. But
Well,
Doug, we do need to do something about this war. We have to say something. Something
what
has to be said.
we're saying, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody's fucking caring, bro.
Doug, listen, it's that kind of negative attitude that got us in here in the first place.
What more can we do to prevent a war? What more?
What's called Netanyahu a racial slur?
You fucking make fun of the Jews all the time.
I don't make fun of the Jews. I make
Yes,
fun
you
of
do.
Israel. There's a difference. There's a difference between being anti-Semitic and being anti-Semitic, Doug.
Oh, my fault.
And Doug, listen, you're like ethnically Jewish, and I'm chill with you, right? We don't have any
Are you
problems for
using
the
me
most,
to
except
protect
for
you?
our. Yes, I am, just like the Jews do. I mean, just like Israel does. See, fellow white people, we're white too. Yeah, sure, buddy. 2% of the population, 50% of big business in America. Yeah, those are some really white numbers going on there.
I don't even think it's that surprising, to be honest with you. And
It is.
the easy evidence would be Asians and Indians, which are also technically Asians, are also very successful in America. I'm just starting to
But
think
they're not
that
successful in the same way.
it's the only native to American, the natives, and fuck Christ, the people who are born here in
It
America are just stupid, is what I'm thinking. Because the Jewish people come here
Yes.
and they're OP. The Asian people come here and they're OP. The Indians come here and they're OP. So it's just gotta be an our problem, dude. I don't think it's anything
Yes.
other than us just being stupid, if I'm being honest. Like,
Here, little Diddy Jr., here's your iPad. Please just leave me the fuck alone. If leave me the I have a I'm trying to get back to league, you little fucker. Listen,
that's
did your
what
mom
I'm
feed
thinking.
you? Listen, there's some Pop Tarts in the fucking cooler, you inbred. Oh my god. Just leave me the fuck. I'm in the middle of a league match. It's gonna have to wait until like 9 p.m. Okay, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I think it's just us, bro. I think it's just us. We're just fucking like,
You're not wrong.
oh yeah, little Timmy. Oh, you want some food? Okay, I'll just go ahead and Uber eat some fucking McDonald's, and don't worry about passing your goddamn grade because the standards for education keep dropping by the mile. Meanwhile, in Asia, they have fucking stabbing each other with forks for the highest grade. Their fucking mothers are beating them
Yep.
over the head with sticks so that they can perform and come to America, and then we're over here like, wow, the Jewish keep taking over. How are they doing it? I think we understand how they're doing it now. I think we get it.
Well, no, they're not taking over. They've owned America since for like
Yeah, but
100 years,
they just got
roughly.
here first, is my point. They just got here first.
Yeah.
And then it was the Asians, and now it's the Indians. Clearly, every single fucking imported immigrant who comes here is just more successful because they give a fuck and they try hard and they come from a culture of having to try hard. The Jews, those motherfuckers have been at war since their fucking existence. They've been at war, dude. They haven't stopped being at war. Everyone's like, oh, America been at war since their existence, 200 years old. Dude,
Well,
the Jews have been at war for 2,000 years. They got a leg up on us,
they've
and they haven't
also
stopped.
been kicked out of 109 bars.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so.
kind of cringe. Kind
Well,
of cringe. Imagine getting kicked out of 109 countries though. Like, LOL. But for real though, the white people, the black people, and the Hispanics in America
we're
are
just
kind of just in like a
dumb.
giant mud pit fighting each other. And then the Jewish people, the Asians, and the Indians are kind of just like sitting up from like the rafters, like drinking wine and watching it all unfold, pretty much.
Wait,
Except
I want to
me,
see.
because
Americans
I own a house.
by race. How are the Latinos? How do they perform?
Mediocre.
Mediocre?
They're from
Damn.
Mexico, Doug. They're not European Spanish or, like, South American Spanish. They're, like, literally Central America Spanish. It's
Uh,
not even the same thing.
of course, it's gonna give me some fucking stupid ass liberal shit. Huh?
Well, Doug, listen, you gotta put the goggles on. You gotta use the Brave browser. Just go to the Brave
That's
search.
fair.
So what do you wanna type in?
I kind of found what I was looking for. But yes, the
Okay.
Asians are
Yeah, fuck
fucking.
me.
They're just insane. They just pop off.
Yeah,
The
Asians are OP.
Jews, they pop
That's
off.
why they're so good at all the fuck well, I mean, some Jews, not all Jews. Because some of them like, a lot of them, they kinda just hide inside the sewer tunnels and bring little children in there for some reason. I don't know, Doug. That's a little
Dude,
bit weird.
I tried looking that shit up to see what the hell went down. I couldn't find anything, dude. They were just like, yeah,
No shit, they're gonna scrub it.
yeah. I mean, it definitely got
The
scrubbed, but
Jews own the media. Of course, they're gonna scrub, like, negative news about Jewish
I
people.
didn't. I
Like,
didn't
that just makes
realize
sense.
we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes already. God damn.
Doug, we used to do streams that were, like, fucking 3 or 4 hours, Doug, remember?
Nah,
And now we
most of our streams are between an hour and 20 to about 2 hours, maybe 2:15.
I mean, Doug, there's been a lot that's been going on. And honestly, Doug, with CERN, the Jews, the Muslims,
Oh
like, everything
my.
that's been happening. Listen, Doug, let's look up CERN right now. I'm telling you, something big
Oh
is gonna
my
pop up.
God. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening with CERN. For the love of God,
CERN.
please. Fucking insanity.
CERN to expel
What?
hundreds of Russian scientists from laboratories. That's not big news to you, Doug?
No.
That's not big news? That's insane.
Is
CERN
it?
cuts
I don't think
ties
so.
with Russia. Physicists observe entangled quarks for the first time. Doug, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Doug? I'm always right.
No, you're not. And you wonder how I know you're not right. One of the first things you said on your first episode on the show was, "Oh yes, Israel will not invade Rafah." And then the very next day, they fucking invaded Rafah and they decimated the place into oblivion.
Doug, listen, listen,
It was
listen.
one of the very first things you said. You said, "Oh yeah, they said they're gonna invade Rafah. They're not gonna invade Rafah." The very next day, fucking poor Rafah, dude, got fucking murdered.
Doug, listen. Half the time I'm satirical. Half the time I'm satirical. I don't even know where Rafa is when I made that comment.
I know you
I don't even
didn't,
know what Rafa
because we
is.
pulled up fucking the map of the Middle East like 2 weeks ago, and you were like, "This is what Israel looks like." I was like, but you know what's funny is you're fucking a jokester, whatever. But like, there are people
Yeah,
marching in the streets right now in America who are like free Palestine, who I swear to God have no idea where Palestine is or where Israel is. They haven't the faintest clue where that bitch is, dude. No idea. So talk about free a
yeah,
country or free a state that they don't even know where it is on the map. What the fuck?
yeah.
Oh
It's
God.
pretty crazy. I'm
I just
telling you
want to
though,
kick
Doug.
people in the shins.
CERN is on the cusp of something great.
Okay, well then I'll ask you this: do you really think the U.S. military would actually want something discoverable by CERN to be public?
No, they do it in
Okay.
secret, Doug.
Yep,
All this shit's
that's right. They do it
private.
in secret. CERN is nothing about CERN is private.
Doug,
It
all of
literally
this
it
stuff.
runs through 3 countries, by the way. It has tens of thousands of scientists who work on it. It's the least private fucking public experiment you could probably look at.
We could also use the Large Hadron Collider for faster internet, which means I could go on 4chan faster.
Netherlands. Hey, shout out to the Netherlands. I forgot that you guys
Let's
play
say, wait,
very.
let me say something in Netherlands so that they can understand me, even though
Yeah,
they probably already understand me because
speak
they're probably listening to the video.
speak to our people. Okay. Wait.
Is
Oh,
this really taking that long?
now it's translated by AI, so it's no longer done by programming.
Ah,
Hit again.
mijn vrouw slaat mee.
Hit it again.
Mijn vrouw slaat mij.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait. Mine
Mijn vrouw slaat mij.
main Frau slap me. That's what it sounds like. My Frau slap me.
Maybe. I mean, this is where English originated from.
Yeah, that's true. The Deutschland.
Man,
See what else we can what else can we type in Dutch? Um, I love Muslims.
Van moslims.
Ik hou van Muslims. There you go. Ah, the Dutch. They're as bad as the English, I feel like, except they have Danishes.
they've remained wealthy for quite a while, even throughout the wars.
And they're a boring country. Most Dutch people are very boring. No offense, Dutch people. You're just do nothing pretty much.
It's pretty women.
You're kind of like the AFK Malzahar that just farms the entire game. No offense.
All right. Well, I think that'll wrap up today's episode. But it was a
Yeah,
good one. I don't. The Middle East is
it was.
really on fire at this point, and dear God, dude, I can't believe it's not in the news more. They are like
Yeah,
that war, dude. The war is like it's this close every time. It's this close. They're
yeah.
just waiting for something to pop off.
I
No,
feel like it already has, Doug.
I mean, there's a good chance it happens tonight, dude. There's been nonstop escalation for the
Good.
past 7 days.
They have to do it before Trump gets into the office. If Trump gets into office, he's going to try to prevent all of it, and it's going to suck. They have to destroy Israel now. It has to happen. If they don't do it before Trump is elected, they're not going to be able to do it at all.
We shall see. See y'all next episode if we all survive.